Michael?
This place looks a bit familiar.
You there?
Rose, look out!
He saved me.
That unidentifiable figure.
That voice. My dad's voice. Is Michael? My dad?
But he said his name was Michael, not Ethan.
But if you remember, she was just kind of throwing names out there, and he's just like, sure.
I can keep going. I have to find that crystal.
We'll do it for the mysterious, unidentifiable figure.
I'm on my own, but I have to keep going.
Whose face we couldn't see, and therefore we could not identify them. Simply impossible otherwise.
Alright. So this is the last act of Shadows of Rose.
What's all this doing out here?
Apparently, the bits of Castle Dimitrescu just kind of fell down here?
And maybe chunks of House Beneviento.
Yeah, a little bit of column A, column B.
Huh. That's
It's a little worrying.
Where the hell am
a little worrying, and some
Is this place?
oddly soulsy visuals, honestly.
I can sense something from over there.
You know what? I could see this in a Souls game.
Yeah, FromSoft really likes their big voids with numerous tower, infinitely tall tower. Just think about Ash Lake and how it was just a blue fog with infinite trees out there.
Yeah, you're right.
Outside of the fenced-in Hunter's Dream in Bloodborne. I know they've used that imagery more than those two times, but I can't recall them.
Anyway, as you may have gleaned from all of the pickups we're getting on our way down, this is a part of the Resident Evil game where you can just cut loose with all your weapons.
Yeah.
So don't be shy. A lot of first aid meds too. Oh man, that's a big polyp over the distance.
Yeah, that's a chonky one. That's gonna take more than one node, isn't it?
They're all just like in the castle.
I think these ones might have died of hypothermia. Just throwing that out there.
Oh, well, that's bad.
I'm even stronger than before.
Oh yeah, by the way, the horrible fucked up monsters from Castle Dimitrescu were like the end form of the Rose doppelgangers?
Yeah, so Not Duke has been doing this a lot and for a long time.
Evidently, yes. Thankfully, Rose is right. She is way stronger. Like, her mold does not take nearly as long to focus anymore.
Yeah, that last jar must have been just packed full of the goodies.
Time for this!
Oh, that's actually kind of grody and sad now that I think about it. These Rose clones are just trying to absorb your flesh to become Rose again.
I need to find that crystal.
They just want to be themselves, but they can't.
Yeah. Anyway, once we drop down here, we're safe. I don't think there's actually any more enemies left until the final boss.
if I remembered the names of the enemies, I would ask if that guy, what has the big mace, is down here, but no, he's not. Ew. Ew.
Is this where those copies of me came from?
Yeah, they're just kind of hanging down from the ceiling like boogers?
Ew.
Someone's been here.
This is just... But this is just Miranda's big science table.
Yes, it is. And in fact, we can read a bunch of notes that have been taken here in a very similar voice. Or I guess we could just turn the page and just drop all the pretenses here.
Yeah.
So yeah, Ethan did kill Miranda's body, but she got absorbed into the Mega Mycete?
Mega Mycete.
Thank you.
Her body may be dead, but she is still determined to get that Rose Winters.
All in service of her little Eva? Ava? I forget how she pronounces it.
I think it was Ava.
Also, as it turns out, that Duke wasn't Duke at all. It was just some weird fusion of people's consciousnesses that died near the Mega Mycete.
Who wrote all this?
Can't believe she would create an evil version of the Duke. That's so rude.
I don't think she was trying to make it evil. It just became evil. All of these Rose duplicates are just off-brand clones too.
Dang
If that wasn't
budget
obvious
Rose
enough.
Winters is.
Yeah.
Store brand Rose instead of name brand. Oh, the Masked Duke was the first creation.
They couldn't have been watching me the entire time, could they?
Ugh. I don't like that rose cocoon. It's real gross.
Yeah, it is. Also, Evelyn wasn't supposed to be here. She just kind of was. Miranda still hates her guts.
Oh, God. Oh, the sound. Oh.
Capcom's sound design team is just so on point.
Yeah. Like, as much as that thing grossed me out, I remember just kind of standing there and watching that thing deposit roses into the malice, like, mess underneath it.
There's that feeling again. It's so strong. It must be the crystal.
So as we make our way towards the end of the this,
Almost there. Michael.
as we make our way towards the end of this adventure, I would like to remind everybody who's playing along, please make sure you have tutorials turned on.
Yeah.
It's through here.
Oh, hey,
Like-
check the right for that wooden goat. Oh, wait. Wrong campaign.
Like I know the whole like new gameplay elements thing has come up a couple times in the commentary, but like this is the most important reason why tutorials should be turned on for this campaign. So please make sure they're on.
This is some twisted shit.
Sure is, Rose.
Abso-fucking-lutely.
This one's the real deal. I can feel it.
Kind of weird we didn't get a, we didn't get a Moreau retread or a factory retread.
You know, honestly, I think I'm okay that we didn't. Like, I think I'm about ready for this expansion pack to be over. Like, I'd rather short and sweet rather than longer and protracted.
Normal feels like.
Is this what normal feels like? She says as Miranda rises up out of goo in front of her. Things ain't normal yet.
Rose, I've waited so long for you.
Who are you?
My name is Miranda.
What?
You had become so powerful. Far too powerful for me to subdue directly. So, I had to lure you into this realm so that you might willingly relinquish your powers.
No. But Kay said.
Did he? Or did I?
Oh.
That Kay was an illusion.
You know, I'm genuinely impressed that she could still do the whole impersonation thing from beyond the grave
Yeah, that's weird.
without an actual body.
For my Eva!
Oh, she does say Eva. Rip me 10 minutes ago.
Rose, run!
Oh,
Ethan, you pest!
Go!
Ethan?
Stop me when he can manifest. He can save you, Rose! No one can. Rose!
Surprise! Rose's savior this whole time was Ethan. Who could have possibly guessed this twist?
Alright, I'm gonna need you to run in front of him and turn the camera around. You can do it.
Is it really you?
I never thought to do that. Oh man. Actually, oh wait, hang on. I thought you meant look at Miranda. No. Ethan will always outpace Rose.
Yeah, that was the joke I was going for.
Rose!
Thanks. Why didn't you tell me who you really were? Why'd you let me call you Michael?
I didn't want to complicate things. I just needed you safe. And I'm sorry I left you alone. But I had to find a way out. And I did. It's just ahead.
Rose!
Get away from my daughter! Stay away from my family! Rose, come on!
You know, funnily enough, I thought this was this was gonna be a fake out, like with Ethan.
Ethan! Persistent as always!
Like I was waiting for that shoe to drop, but No, this is the real Ethan Winters.
No one will ever call you a freak again.
But
Rose, just go!
Oof.
I don't want to leave you.
I love you.
Just pan up a little. Just pan up.
So
Good.
please,
No?
I got this. Get out of here.
The cinematographers are going to go through some extreme lengths to never show us Ethan's face.
Jumping through all sorts of hoops.
It's ridiculous.
Don't worry, Dad. I've got this.
You think your powers will allow you to stand against me in the heart of my domain? Foolish.
That's a prompt I didn't see.
More on my throwing them away? I think they just might.
Offer yourself unto me!
Okay, I think I can talk now. So now that it's time for the final boss, Rose has a shit ton of new powers. First off, she can flash step with the circle button now. And if you point forward to press circle, she'll do that tree smash thing?
That big old mold trunk.
And even if you were to survive, what would be the point?
You can
can't
finally
save
block. Oh.
You are of two different worlds.
It's less blocking and more parrying, but yes, she can parry things. And
Why suffer need?
absorb mold charges out of that. And as Liquidy was saying in probably the uncut commentary, you don't get these prompts in
There's no
if you don't have tutorials turned on, which makes this fight way harder if you're just playing this game like standard Resident Evil 8.
Yep. The first time I did this fight, I didn't see any of these prompts, so I played it pretty straight. Didn't even realize I could dodge.
That must have really sucked.
Yeah, I was actually really angry with the end of this, and then I turned on the tutorials after Argate told me to give it one more try. And it's really cool, but also, damn, I wish those prompts had come up regardless of the tutorial.
They really
option.
should've.
You possess such power!
Anyway, the idea with the fight is to stun Miranda some way, shape, or form, and then just unload onto her.
Incredible!
The mold smash does not hurt her, I don't think, when she's already down.
I put an end to your plan.
Also, when she's just diving like this, just focus on her, and we'll just end the darkness real quick.
Yeah.
Stun her for a mold smack.
Yeah, the focusing was the most I did, because you kind of trip her for a split second, and that's enough to blast her a couple of times with a shotgun.
Yeah.
Do you still not see? There is no happy ending.
Says the Wicked Witch at the end of her reign.
Like, I think this fight's kind of cool if you're playing it as intended, but if you don't have tutorials on, this fight's gonna fucking suck.
Yeah, it's real rough.
Your suffering will never end!
Like, I could not try to figure out, or I cannot imagine dodging that without, like, knowing that Rose can flash step like this.
Like, I was
Also, there's lots
physically...
of pickups around. Oh, sorry, you first.
I was physically
just
turning the
want-
camera away so I could run forward to dodge those. And then when it rotates, I think I was just eating the hit.
Makes you the perfect vessel.
Yeah, that's another point in favor of, or not in favor of. That's another point illustrating that this game's controls are not meant for third person. There's lots of supplies around the battlefield as per tradition with a Resident Evil boss fight if you need them.
Yeah, and And if you don't have tutorials turned on and don't see the new controls you can use, you do need those supplies.
Yeah, your resources are only gonna last so far, even if you play as conservatively as like I have throughout this.
I shall finish this. There is
Anyway,
no victory.
this is more or less the end of the fight now. I forgot that this was actually a scripted sequence. I tried to heal, but there's no way to avoid that damage.
Over here!
Dad!
Use this! Take her down!
Rose has been given dad powers.
Oh, I will.
Return and yield your strength to me!
If you don't press forward and circle, I don't think,
So much power.
or I think she'll just straight up kill you if you wait too long.
The perfect vessel for my Eva!
I'm not a goddamn vessel. Not some stupid copy. I'm me, Rose. And you're done.
And Miranda's finally toast.
Good riddance.
Hey, sweetie.
Oh my god!
Oh, the camera wasn't focused, come on.
You're so grown up now. And even though I wasn't there with you, I've always watched over you.
Oh, come
Can
on.
almost see it.
All you've ever done is protect me.
Not this time. You lost your chance. I'm so sorry.
No.
Like it drives me kind of up the wall.
And I
Just
don't regret
how
one
far they
thing.
go to frame these shots specifically to obscure his face.
Had this chance.
Like it does take me out of this otherwise
Face to
touching
face.
this otherwise touching reunion.
Face to face, come on. They knew what they were doing.
So it's okay.
Face to
Like-
face.
I'm okay.
This would have been a great time to pull the camera around and show his face.
I'm so very.
At most, we get to see the bottom half of his face, but fucking look at this.
I love you too, Dad.
There are 3 people who have canonically seen Ethan's face. If you don't count the bad guys.
I'm back.
4 if you count Ethan himself, but I cannot confirm whether mirrors work or not.
I'm back.
Me neither.
Okay, there's more than 3. But, point being that the number of people who have seen Ethan's face is in the single digits.
Dad.
Was officer deputy in that count?
Well, he's kinda dead now.
Yeah, okay, fine.
I kinda wanna just count living people.
Okay, fine.
Officer deputy.
Do you think the little boy will be able to touch the moon?
Nobody can touch the moon, it's too far away.
Wait, what if he has a rocket ship?
Okay, Then you can touch it, but it'd be very, very cold.
That seems familiar. And I'm thinking about it. Why does Rose have the Village of Shadows book with her? That shouldn't be something to cherish. I think Mia would have been like, what the fuck is that? We gotta set that on fire. Get it out of here.
But remember, like, she hasn't seen Mia in a very long time.
I don't know. I think Mia definitely... I don't know how to adequately word this.
Although then again, the story itself actually ends with, like, the princess's dad, like, saving her from the Wicked Witch of the Village or something.
You know how it is.
You know, it's just he does it twice instead of the once in the story.
Talk of the goddamn devil. Duty calls. I love you.
You know, Rose, if you want to live up to Ethan's legacy, you gotta keep that hat brim pulled down. You can't look up.
Yeah, I found her. Where else? Today of all days. We have a situation. You're needed, Evelyn.
And with the added context of this DLC, like, that's a really shitty joke.
I can show you things.
It doesn't even make any sense.
Like, without the DLC, like, it does kind of feel like, oh, was Rose actually a reincarnation of Evelyn?
I can handle it.
Now it's just...
She's just a kid.
It doesn't make sense as a joke, and it's also making her, or reminding her of some, fucked up traumas.
Like, if he wanted to be asshole jokey joke master, maybe he should have said, "You're needed, Eva." That might have been a bit more of a shitty... I can't believe I'm a better bully than this fucking guy.
You apparently have a lot to say about bullying techniques in, between this video and the last.
I don't get it.
So that's it. That's Shadows of Rose. I don't know if I really like what they were going for from a lot of this, but like, I do appreciate some of the more emotional bits, even if they are really hard to take seriously because they keep finding ways to block out Ethan's face.
Yeah. Yeah, they... They even had to have... I'm sorry, the face-to-face line is just... They're rubbing it in.
Somehow it didn't occur to me, like, how significant that dumb phrase is in the context of this... of
everything.
That scene. As a whole, I don't know if I'd say that, like, Shadows of Rose was, like, required reading for full enjoyment of Resident Evil Village, but it has nice moments. I think it's worth at least a look.
Yeah, this fits solidly into extended universe if EU content is good. Because, like, it's not as good as the base content, it never will be, but sometimes the extra stuff is okay.
Yeah. Like, I think I'd probably give this, like, maybe an 8 out of 10 as a whole. Like, it's good. I wouldn't call it essential. Like, I don't think it's as, enticing as some of the Resident Evil 7 DLCs.
Mm-hmm.
But, let's be fair, how do you top Uncle Joe?
You don't. You don't.
And really, like, all of the Rose Bull Powers tutorials should have been on, like, regardless of your tutorial settings.
the tutorial settings should have been like, if you turn off tutorials, it doesn't tell you how to do basic stuff like turn around, aim, shoot, but new controls should have been displayed regardless.
Yes.
Because maybe this is just me, but if I'm going into a Resident Evil 8 DLC, I feel like I already know how to play Resident Evil 8, so I'm going to turn off the tutorials for the DLC to 8.
I feel like that would be a safe assumption to make.
Yeah.
As it turns out, it is not. And that's fucked up. Also, I know I've complained about it quite a bit, but like the third-person controls just feel really bad.
Meanwhile, I adjusted to it immediately, and it's just... That's a thing I do with games. If it controls like badly enough for other people to complain about it, I generally won't have issues with it unless it's like really exceptionally bad.
I mean, yeah, I adjusted eventually, but like just watching it back, like even when I was trying to avoid some dull vision cones, just how slowly like Evelyn just, or not Evelyn, fuck, I'm doing it now too. Just how slowly Rose just backs up fucking sucks.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like, it probably also feels worse, or felt worse to me, because I was probably coming off of recording Resident Evil 3 Remake.
Oh, yeah.
So I was expecting something more like that. And in fact, probably some of the weird things I was saying about like how you can't crouch probably came from Resident Evil 3.
Yeah. Meanwhile, I think I had come from playing Mercenaries for a bit for reasons, and then, you know, going into Shadows of Rose, and it controls exactly like the rest of the game, except in third person.
Yeah, it's like the finer differences between controlling in first person and third person, like, are so subtle that, like, you don't really understand them until you try to play it out.
Yeah.
Ah, well. That's probably it in the way of, like, Resident Evil 8's DLC. Like, we still have Mercenary Mode to go cover. But past that, I think that's it for this game. It's been a great ride, so yeah, looking forward to Resident Evil 4 Remake.
Same here. But also, I'm still looking forward to the Mercenaries coverage. I mean, I'm just saying, you know, I put in some work. I want to see it. And now I've mentioned it in a video, so you can't not do it, clearly.